Hate we take, then we retaliate, and it escalates to our constant state. Whenever we're unkind, we always feel justified, believe we're in the right, give our egos a high five. Even peace and lovers are hating with their sanctimonious slaying. We can't hear what each other are saying with all the shouting and blaming. How do we see ostracising, belittling and patronising, judging and condemning as in any way empowering? Our interactions aren't about what happened, but our perceptions and our reactions. What may seem deliberate is innocently ignorant. If we weren't so expectant, we'd all seem considerate. We don't deliberately put restrictions on ourselves, so why would we do it to anyone else? None of us belong on boxes on a shelf. Instead of judging, how about we help? It's not about the rules that restrict us when we play, it's about the need to make them in the first place. Instead of validating the lives that we make, how about we forget the need to validate? The way we have been trained in our minds, what's been ingrained is that the most oppressive way is how we're meant to behave. We can clear all our emotional debts, let go of all our own regrets, lay our issues with each other to rest, trust each other instead of trying to test. The naughtiness we judge we secretly want to do because we are all human too. Our expectations are based on what we've been through. But if we release them, we can all start anew. If we scale way up, we can relate to Trump, with the times we're severely overhung, wanting to stamp and shout in a toddler tantrum when we didn't care about anyone. We don't hold grudges with our children, and they're the ones with all the wisdom. We want to stop all the confusion. We need to release our grown-up delusions. We can forgive ourselves for all we've done and get back to having fun. In our minds, we can be young when guilt and blame wasn't done. There's so much pressure to be puritanical instead of the pleasure of being radical. Shamed into being sensible and practical, when our wondrous nature is truly magical. If we can reach complete forgiveness and embrace innate togetherness, put each other out of the darkness, our utopia will surface. What feels like a week could just be a moment. We need to let go, not make each other opponents. In our journey, these are just a component. Forgiving each other is our atonement. To get out of our heads, to vow to let it rest, to forgive and forget does take immense strength. The ability to forgive is never weak, but we need to be warriors of peace. All conflict expands from what we each see. Through finding peace individually, one love can be achieved. Okay, so they were, but now what's done is done. And if I may be so blunt, we have all been one. So if we're feeling glum and want to break up the party, remember that we, collectively, created Trump and killed Bob Marley.